Were the pyramids really built by slaves? Was Cleopatra truly Egyptian? And why were the tombs guarded by deadly curses? Now, it's time to uncover 15 shocking facts about ancient Egypt. Factor 1. Egypt is the cradle of one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Ancient Egyptian culture began around 3100 BC with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. It lasted for over 3,000 years, longer than any other great ancient civilization. Factor 2. Pharaohs were considered living gods. The great Egyptian rulers, the kings of Egypt, were both powerful, political, and religious leaders. For nearly 3,000 years, they ruled the land of the pyramids. Pharaohs held absolute power, seen as true gods on earth. Through their unbreakable laws, these kings built a mighty empire, a driving force of progress in the ancient world for centuries. Factor 3. Cleopatra VII was not of Egyptian descent. She was a descendant of the Ptolemies, a Greek dynasty established after the death of Alexander the Great. However, Cleopatra was the only one in her dynasty who learned the Egyptian language. Factor 4. The pyramids were not built by slaves. They were built by thousands of workers, many of them skilled stonemasons, not slaves, as is often believed. Their construction demanded exceptional organization, advanced engineering skills, and a massive, dedicated labor force. Factor 5, the Great Pyramid of Giza was built with over 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block weighs an average of 2.5 tons, with some reaching up to 80 tons. The Great Pyramid of Giza is not only an architectural marvel, but also one of the most impressive and mysterious structures in the history of mankind. Factor 6, the Sphinx is carved from a single stone block. The Great Sphinx of Giza is the largest monolithic statue in the world, measuring 73 meters long and 20 meters high, an integral part of the pyramids. The mysterious Sphinx is, according to some dating methods, which challenge traditional Egyptologists, around 10,000 years old. However, most scholars reject such claims, asserting that the Sphinx is a monument to Pharaoh Khafra, as it resembles him and bears all the necessary royal attributes. Factor 7. Hieroglyphs were not sacred symbols, but a complex writing system with thousands of characters. Ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs included over 700 symbols used for both religious and administrative texts. According to the ancient Egyptians, hieroglyphs and the very art of writing were a gift of knowledge from the god Thoth. The ability to write was highly valued, as mastering it required years of training. A boy had to be entrusted to the care of priests from an early age to be trained as a scribe. Only boys from noble families had the right and opportunity to attend temple schools. Their education began with writing hieroglyphs using a stick on clay tablets. Then they progressed to writing with a reed pen and ink on papyrus. Factor 8, Pharaoh Tutankhamun was discovered only in 1922. His tomb in the Valley of the Kings is one of the best preserved, offering priceless insights into the life of the pharaohs. On November 4th, 2007, for the very first time, the mummy of Tutankhamun was revealed, without a sarcophagus, inside his tomb near Luxor. Factor 9, the longest temple is Karnak. The Temple of Karnak was built over more than 2,000 years and stands as the largest religious complex in the world. Located just 2 kilometers northeast of Luxor, it stretches across an area of 840 acres. To the ancient Egyptians, it was known as Ipet Isut, the most sacred place, a true city of temples. Construction began before 2000 BC in honor of the divine triad, Amun, Mut, and Khonsu. The grandest building activity came under the pharaohs named Thutmose when Karnak was fortified with massive walls and monumental stone gates. Factor 10, scribes were among the most respected people in society. In an age when so few could read or write, scribes held vital positions in the administration, in the temples, and in the army. They were the backbone of the state. Factor 11, Pharaoh Hatshepsut was one of the very first female rulers in history. She was the second confirmed woman to reign as pharaoh and the fifth ruler of Egypt's 18th dynasty, a rare moment when a woman claimed the throne of the pharaohs. Hatshepsut ruled with success for more than 20 years, presenting herself with a beard, the ancient symbol of royal power. Yet after her death, her legacy was deliberately erased. Factor 12. The goddess Ma'at was the embodiment of truth and order. In the ritual of mummification, the heart was deliberately left inside the body, for it was believed that after death, every soul would face a trial. That trial was a set of scales. On one side rested the feather of truth belonging to Ma'at, the goddess of justice. Factor 13. The city of Memphis stood as the capital of ancient Egypt for 8 centuries. It was a political center, a spiritual heart, and a thriving hub of trade where people from every corner of the world once gathered. Factor 14. The tombs of ancient Egypt were often guarded by deadly curses. On the walls, inscriptions warned every thief that disease and death itself would strike them if they dared disturb the resting dead. Factor 15. Almost every god had an animal symbol. Horus, the falcon; Thoth, the ibis; Bastet, the cat; Hathor, the cow. Symbolism was everywhere, woven into Egyptian art and religion. We have uncovered 15 hidden facts about ancient Egypt. But tell me, which one surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And for more discoveries, don't forget to subscribe.